Hey guys, it's John. I'm going to do my first listen review of Judas Priest's Firepower. A lot of the songs on here I've heard lots of times anyway. The ones I haven't heard, obviously, I've listened to them twice. So just to make sure I'm if-nammed about what I was going to rate them out of 10. Just put it this way, it's an awesome album. There's nothing on it that's terrible, which is great. But this is still going to be one of my favourite albums of 2018 at the moment, right? Definitely, it's got to be. Definitely going to be one of my favourites for sure. It's very catchy on the first listen, so that's good in my book, because usually some albums takes quite a few listens to get into. I got into Angel of Retribution took me a couple of goes to get into. There were some really good songs at the start, but yeah, that was one where I had to listen to it a few times. Redeemer of Souls was one I could listen to it straight away and go, yeah, that's awesome, that's awesome, awesome, awesome. Terrible, awesome. But yeah, this has been, I know the songs that I don't really like so much, but I'll give you the rating. That doesn't mean they're crap, it just means that they're not as good as the ones I like. So let's stick that up there. So start off with the first track, Firepower. That's got that intro where Rob screams and it sounds a bit like Painkiller, and I'm like, hell yeah. And I love that song, and I've given that a 10 out of 10. My ratings are quite high with some of this album, because obviously I'm a Judas Priest fan, but I didn't want to rate him high. I wanted to try and find some fault, but at the other end of the scale, you know, Glenn Tipton's Parkinson's, Rob Halford's, well, all of them, their age, except from Richie, you know, they've done a bloody good job with this album for how the age of them. You know, there's no way, I can't think of any other band that puts out this music at their age. So we've got to keep that up here. So yeah, number 2, Lightning Strike, which was the first one, wasn't it, that they played. And yeah, I've loved that song since it was put onto YouTube, and absolutely killer. And that's got a 10 as well. So sorry if you see scribbles on the thing. I'm not going to show my post-its, they all got scribbles. I'll have changed my mind. Number 3 is Evil Never Dies. I enjoyed this song, I loved it. What made it not a 10 out of 10 for me, I put it at 9.5, was when they do the slight chorus bit where it goes voodoo, and I just thought that just sounded really shite in that song. So I suppose there's not many ways you can sing that word voodoo and make it sound very good. So even when you listen to the Dio song, the Black Sabbath one, was it? Yeah, Black Sabbath with Dio, and they do the song Voodoo, I forgot what it's called now, but that was a bit shit as well. So Evil Never Dies, I give a 9.5. These may change in the next few months, you never know. Number 4, Never the Heroes. That's actually my favourite song on the album at the moment. Absolutely amazing. I would like to give it 11 out of 10, but I've had to give it a 10 out of 10. So yeah, Never the Heroes, my favourite on that album. Number 5, Necromancer. I didn't think I was going to like this, but the driving riff is really cool. It's not as high as the others. I put it at 8.5. So Necromancer 8.5. I'm not the best at reviewing stuff in detail. I think my ASD, my autism, limits me on that. Or a few. I know Metal Mickey's great at reviewing stuff, so and a few of you others as well. Number 6, Children of the Sun. I wanted to like this, but I didn't. I didn't like this so much. It's a great song, but it's just not that awesome, kick-ass. The chorus was just Children of the Sun. It's just a bit boring. So yeah, the lyrics on it weren't. Well, the chorus was a bit boring, so I gave it an 8. Number 7 is an instrumental called Guardians, and it's a piano one, and I like piano being played like that. So do you know what? Even though it's what, a minute and something, very, very short, I've given it a 10 out of 10 because I actually love the playing on that, for that song. And it's the intro to Rising from Ruins, which is a song that I liked from the start, and then it didn't really do much else for me. It was great, but for the start of it, I've given that a 9. Flamethrower. Oh, when I saw this title, I thought, oh, it's probably going to be some blinking filler crap, and I actually loved it. It's actually really cool. I should have given this a 10, but I've given it a 9.5. That may change. I love it, but with that title, I just thought it was going to be a load of pants, but it's actually amazing. So yeah, Flamethrower. Specter, another one of those. It's track 10. Another one that's a bit, I was a bit bored of it, so I've only given it an 8. I can't put my finger on why it's boring for me yet, but it definitely was. Then the next one that I've heard obviously on YouTube, called Traitor's Gate, track 11. It wasn't one that when the songs were on YouTube, and there was about 4 or 5, it wasn't the one I intended to listen to much, but now I listen to it again properly. I gave it a 9.5 because it's actually really cool, and it's yeah, pretty awesome. That's going to grow on me, that one. So yeah, very, very cool. Number 12 is quite a melodic metal song, called No Surrender. It's a pretty cool song, but I've actually only scored 8.5, so maybe that might change, might go to 9. But yeah, No Surrender. I can't remember why I didn't put that higher now. When you do first time listen, it's trying to remember. I was trying to write down little things as well as listening to them. So song that, one of the songs I really didn't connect with was the song, the next one, number 13, called Lone Wolf. I just found that it's a good song, but it's just, compared to the others, no. It was the worst song on the album for me, Lone Wolf. One I liked, I've given it the same score actually. One I liked, but I think I'm going to give this 8.25. It's called Sea of Red. It's the last track, track 14. It's a very slow one at the start. It talks about remembrance of anything, you know, a battle, or maybe World War II stuff, that sort of thing. Sea of Red. We'll probably find out what that is actually, what the guys wrote that about. But could be any thing to do with war and fighting and all the bloodshed. But yeah, 8.0 I put it originally, but I'm going to put it at 8.25 because it does kick in at 2 minutes 36 to 2 minutes 37, and it is pretty good. So yeah, it's a great song. But yeah, that's my review, my early review, first listen of most of those tracks, and go out and grab it. And pretty damn awesome. So I'm going to go back and listen to it for about the 3rd or 4th time now. So keep rocking, keep watching, keep listening, and enjoy your Priest. See ya.